Last time, we were still talking about the story about the party and so on, and a woman who refuses to go. Now, amazingly, as I said, I would understand why this woman would refuse to go and stand in front of drunken men to be displayed. Amazingly, this king decides to seek for wisdom from guys who are drunk as well as him. And guess what they tell him? Get rid of this woman. Get rid of her. Why are they saying so? They're saying so because, as I said earlier on, their egos are battered. They feel like if they leave this place that way, that women are going to be disobedient. In fact, that's the word they say. Women are not going to respect men. And so a decree is issued because somebody's ego had been battered. A decree is issued throughout, by the way, from India, Ethiopia, Europe, all those, they are told, the women, watarudi kutii. Amazing sometimes how people make decisions. I hope that as a church, we don't make such decisions in rushes and we do not use the wrong counsel. The story goes on. The king assents to this and writes that, and it is communicated. The following day, the king, when he was sober, he remembered Vashti. He remembered his queen and regretted the things he had done. But you know, in that area, once you have made a decree, it cannot be reversed. You remember even the story of Daniel. Decrees could not be reversed. And so Vashti is dethroned. She remains nevertheless part of the women in the king's whatever, but she's no longer the woman in authority. As such begins. Now, here we begin to see the connection. As such is happening, and a story of an orphaned girl, a Nondescript girl, begins to show up. This is how God works in our lives. When you are not known, when there's nothing that connects you to the things that human beings consider important, God has a way of sneaking in and bringing his purpose and causing you to be seen, even in the places where ordinarily you will not be seen. And he does this so that glory will never come to you. He does this so that glory only returns to him. So that you understand you didn't get there by yourself. By the way, if you look at your life, you can testify. It's not because you are very educated. That's a reason why you are where you are. There are many people who are more educated, and yet they never got to where you are. It's not because you have been able to do things. In fact, the Bible says the race is never for the swift. Even battle is never for the guys who are fierce. These things God does so that we come to appreciate and understand that God is the ultimate king maker, queen maker for this instance. He is ultimately in charge, and we are just pawns in his chessboard. He moves us as the wheels to accomplish his purposes. And sometimes he will take us to places where we had never imagined so that he can accomplish his purpose. And that is the story that now begins to be revealed about the story of Esther. Later on we will see Esther is being asked to go and talk to the king. But she says, I cannot go to meet the king. And she's reminded the purpose and the reason she was there. It was all arranged. Well, she didn't know. God had been arranging it in the background. We will consider this story in the next session. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you a wonderful week